Welcome to the final module, Data, Insights, and Smarter Decisions. Over the previous modules, you've seen how ChatGPT can support daily work, marketing, operations, and admin. In this final module, we focus on something even more valuable, decision quality. Many business owners are surrounded by information, reports, spreadsheets, notes, emails. The problem usually isn't lack of data. It's lack of time and mental space to turn that information into clear decisions. This module shows how ChatGPT can help you step back, see patterns, and make smarter decisions earlier. Before we dive in, let's quickly look at what we'll cover in this final module. First, we'll explain why information overload often leads to slower or weaker decisions. Then we'll explore how ChatGPT can help summarize data and highlight patterns you might otherwise miss. We'll walk through real examples of using AI to review reports, spreadsheets, and notes. You'll complete a practical exercise to turn existing information into clear next actions. And finally, we'll bring the entire course together and show how better decisions compound over time in small businesses.
Most businesses collect information constantly. Sales figures, marketing results, operational reports, client feedback, but information alone doesn't create progress. When you're busy running the business, it's hard to spot trends, risks, or opportunities hiding in the data. Decisions get delayed or made reactively. ChatGPT doesn't replace analysis tools or financial systems, but it does help you make sense of what you already have. That clarity often leads to better decisions, made sooner.
ChatGPT is extremely effective at summarizing information and identifying themes. You can give it a report, a spreadsheet summary, meeting notes, customer feedback, and ask it to explain what matters most. This is especially valuable when you don't need perfect analysis, you need direction. Used properly, ChatGPT helps you step out of the weeds and see the bigger picture.
Let's look at a real-world example. A small business owner reviews weekly sales and marketing reports, but struggles to decide where to focus next. Instead of manually analyzing everything, they ask ChatGPT to summarize performance and highlight patterns. ChatGPT doesn't give the final answer, but it highlights trends, anomalies, and areas worth attention. That insight leads to clearer priorities and faster decisions, without spending hours analyzing data manually.
Let's pause and do a quick exercise. The real power comes from the questions you ask. Instead of staring at information, you can ask ChatGPT things like, what patterns do you see in this data? What should I be paying more attention to? If I could only focus on one improvement next week, what would you suggest? And why? These questions shift you from reviewing data to using it. Choose one piece of information you already have, a report, notes, or a spreadsheet summary. Paste it into ChatGPT and use this prompt. Summarize this information for a busy business owner. Highlight key insights, risks, and suggested next actions. This exercise alone often reveals things you hadn't noticed.
Here are a few prompts you can reuse regularly. Review this data and tell me what matters most right now. What trends or patterns stand out that I might miss when busy? Based on this information, what decisions should I consider making sooner rather than later? These prompts turn ChatGPT into a decision support tool, not just a summary engine.
Your final assignment for this course is simple, but powerful. Once per week, choose one set of information and review it with ChatGPT. Ask it to summarize, highlight patterns, and suggest focus areas. Then compare that insight with your own judgment. Over time, this habit improves clarity, confidence, and decision speed.
A few important cautions. First, don't treat AI output as truth. It's guidance, not authority. Second, don't overload it with messy or incomplete information without context. Third, don't delay decisions waiting for perfect data. AI supports judgment. It doesn't replace I.
Throughout this course, you've seen how AI can support your business, not by replacing people, but by reducing friction and improving clarity. Better decisions, made earlier, compound quickly in small businesses. When AI supports your thinking, planning, operations, and insight, the business starts to feel lighter and more focused. At Velocity AI Solutions, this is where everything comes together. combining tools, processes, and automation to support smarter work at scale. Thank you for completing the course. When you're ready, the next step is applying this consistently and building systems that support you long term.